Hello everyone, Honey Tiger here, and today we are looking at the next event that got announced recently. Yes, I'm a little bit behind, I've just been a very busy boy. But the next event is the Fast and Dangerous event. And we will be getting the R400. This wheelie boy looks very similar to some other wheelie boys in this tech tree, which is for the Germans. Yes, the Germans are getting another wheelie boy. We've had one in the past called the Class 3P, which is very similar to this, but there are of course some differences. The Class 3P has 8 wheels on 4 axles. This R400 has 6 wheels on 3 axles. So it's a bit more smaller, but it's going to be very similar. Of course, the event starts on the 19th and ends on December 3rd. That will be, of course, you have to get mission points to do each stage, which we've had in the past. So let's have a quick overlook at this vehicle. The R400 is, of course, for the German tech tree as a light tank at rank 6, which I believe is very similar to the Class 3P. So I'm predicting it will be 9.3 or 9.7, or maybe around that sort of region. This was an experimental light tank they were testing out, just like the Class 3P, because that was another experimental prototype. So this is very similar to that. And its main gun is gonna be a 105mm L7 cannon, which is very standard for these sort of vehicles of that time period. For, of course, it is a bit of a NATO standard, the L7, which is a very reliable cannon. And as you can see, the gun will get Heat FS, HET, and 2 types of APFDS rounds, including one of those will be a DM33. But it says it's going to get 2 types of APDS. So if we're getting a DM33, what is the other one? Will it be the DM53? Or maybe a slightly different version of the DM series? But we know the DM33 is a very reliable APFDS round. But I wonder what the other one will be. Of course, a part of this event, you will get a couple of decals and a decoration. You got the 400 chevron decal, which is this one. Looks quite nice, actually. And the emblem of the Bundsdriver anti-tank read. I have no idea how you pronounce that. And of course, for the decoration, it's an experimental assault rifle, which looks very nice. Of course, each stage will be, you can get a box of random stuff. So, how do you get points? It's going to be 35,000 points per stage, which is becoming the norm. Like the past 5 or 6 events, it's been like 35,000 mission points, which is great. Because if it's more, then it's going to be more of a grind. But I'm glad they kind of sticking to this 35,000 mission points, because we did in the past, the community did kind of make a little process saying that, you know, too much mission score is making it difficult, because people do have a life. Just like me. So yeah, I'm glad that they're sticking to this 35,000, because that's a good mission, because it's easy enough to get. And to get these points, you will have to play ground battles, as you can see here. So rank 3 and above in arcade, realistic, and simulator. And if you do have event vehicles in rank 1 and 2, you can use those, but I wouldn't recommend them. I would go for more higher tier, in my opinion. Of course, this will be 7 stages, which is also very good. Because we had um, events in the past with quite a lot of stages, but 7 seems like a good amount of stages. So the first stage, you get a random reward and a trophy. Stage 2 will be one of the decals. Stage 3 will be a trophy with a random reward. Stage 4 will be another decal. Stage 5 is another trophy with a random reward. Stage 6 is the experimental assault rifle decoration. And Stage 7 will be the R400 tank. Unfortunately, by the looks of it, there won't be any decals or any... Oh, there's no... Oh, that is very interesting, because in previous events we got a stage afterwards where you get a camouflage and a box where you get 4 random modifications, but for this one there isn't that stage, which is very unusual. So it's not the same as previous events, but it's very similar. So that's the only difference. No special camouflage, no full random modifications to help you grind out that vehicle, which is also very unusual. But of course, you can skip the stage if you so wish with golden eagles. But if you get to a certain amount in the stage, you can get some discounts. If you get over, for example, if you get 30,000 mission points, you can unlock the stage for 499 golden eagles, which is half off. Then if you get to 33 and a half, you can get to nearly 200 golden eagles. So it's a massive decrease if you so wish. And of course, if you want to upgrade a coupon, you have to get 600,000 mission points to turn that thing into a coupon to be sold onto the marketplace, which will be very nice. So yes, the R400 is a very similar vehicle to this vehicle. This is a Class 3P, but this is a South African vehicle, but in the German tech tree, which was from 2020 to 2021, Operation Winter. So this was one of the old winter events many moons ago. It's now 9.0. I thought it was 9.3 at some point. So have they reduced the battle rating for this? I thought it was 9.3 at one point. I could be wrong, but this has a 105, which is very similar to... Yeah, actually, is it what sort of one is it? Oh, it's not an L7. It's just a GT3, but it's a 105, which fires DM33s and DM20. Oh, so it's got 2 AP FDS rounds, a 23 and a 33. So if we're going off the Class 3P, it might be getting the... It could get this DM23 round. And the top round will be in the 33 round, which is 419 mils. So that's what I'm predicting. It's going to be it's going to play a bit like this, by the looks of it. And it does look like a nice vehicle. I'm actually looking forward to this. Make sure you don't miss out on that event from... Let me try and find that again. From the 19th to the 3rd. But yeah, it looks very similar to the Class 3P. And it's going to have a pretty good gun. And it's probably going to be a very speedy boy with the wheels, of course. And it might be... I'm not sure about the armor, but it's going to be very similar. I'm guessing it doesn't look like it has no armor package. Just the standard armor, which might be okay or not okay. But we will soon... see. And it looks quite nice by the model as well. The wheels look very similar to the Class 3P. But yeah, I know I'm making a lot of similarities to that vehicle, but it will probably play the same as that, where it's got a lot of speed. The gun will be very good. It will probably have a laser rangefinder. That's what it looks like in the picture. And probably and it looks like it's going to get smoke rounds. You can see it about here. There's got some smoke rounds. And it's got a MG on the top, and probably a coaxial as well. So yeah, I'm thinking it's going to be a nice little vehicle to look out for and to grind out for. If you don't want to, then that's completely fine, but I'm definitely going to get this, because if it's 9.3 or 9.7 or something like that, around that sort of region, then that's going to be good for that lineup for 9.3, because line 3 for Germany is extremely strong, especially with the TAM 2, you got the Leopard A4, and you got the standard TAM and the L5 as well. The A5 as well, sorry. Which are very good vehicles all around that tier. Yes, this one's a bit stuck, and I am slowly grinding it out, but still good vehicles. And if it is 9.3 or something like that, then that will be a good little vehicle. So hopefully you've enjoyed this. If you have, then please leave a like. Maybe a comment on what you think about the R400, and are you going to be grinding out, or are you going to be skipping it for the next event afterwards? And make sure you subscribe. It costs you absolutely nothing, and that will help me grow the channel. And until next time, a ta-ta, for now.